it's crazy how we make it so complicated when it's really just not.
But what is that about though? Because see, I okay, Gen X, right? I'm a Gen
Mhm.
X,
Me too.
and so my thought is when we dated, we met each other in school, whether it's church, uh, an
Yep.
event, we met each other like that. Now we are so the digital nomads, right? Because I was just talking to my sister about this. I'm like, for me, young people can meet and find their ideal partner and and have a full-fledged good relationship online. I don't know that, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen for people in our generation or the millennials and all of that. It's onesie twosies, but I feel like the dating apps or the online dating just did it did something corrupt or to our generation for dating, right? Like I don't know if it was Black Planet that did it or MySpace. I know y'all know what I'm
You went
talking about.
way back.
Y'all know what I'm
Oh,
talking about. But it became a way of having secret lives and all of these
mhm.
things that people did, that these young people, they, because they're digital, they've been texting and doing all of this stuff. So think about you who just recently divorced. You've had, you know you've been out of the game for a while, and the game has like completely changed.
Right.
And the way in
Changes
which
every day.
people interact, they interact like these young people, but we ain't young like that.
At
And that ain't
all.
how I get down. And I want to have a conversation. Stop texting me. Stop
Right.
texting my phone. Call
Right.
me. If
That's
if
what I'm
this
saying.
text message conversation goes beyond 5 minutes, call me. Because whatever you could have said in 1 minute, and we would have been done with this conversation. We're going
Exactly.
back and forth for 30 minutes. I don't understand it.
I get it. I mean, because and it's crazy you mentioned that because and I met my ex-wife on Facebook, which is kind of crazy, right? And we're both Gen X. Wait, I think she's a millennial. But anyway, so yeah, so I mean, but see back then, I mean, we had to have rap back then, man. You ain't had no rap, you wasn't getting nothing. Because
Hmm.
like you said, we had to meet at the school, you had to meet at the park, you had to meet at church, you had to meet at the mall, you had to meet at the movies.
Right.
You had to meet all these other places where you actually had to leave the house,
Right.
get to a destination, and look at that person face to face, and you had to come with her. You just couldn't,
Right.
because you can hide behind a text message all day long.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
you the most romantic, sweet, or most caring and supportive woman, man and woman that you know
mhm.
you could be all of that. Um, but you can't keep it up when you do actually meet in person and you do start dating, and it starts falling apart because they're not who they presented themselves. Their representative is not the same person as the person that they represent themselves as.
And
And
make no
so,
mistake about it, sometimes it's Chat GPT doing all the talking.
well, and
Listen,
nowadays you absolutely right. And that's
Hmm.
why I told my sister, I was like, I can't even do it. And I ain't hating on nobody that does, because I think it's a great way. Because if one of the things, a lot of women in my age group, um, we don't date, or we don't, and they want a partner and all that, but you don't leave your house. I said, ain't nobody knocking on your door. This is
mhm.
and saying, hey, I heard there was a beautiful woman in this house. I want to date you. It doesn't work like that. So you got to put yourself in a situation to meet people. The other thing, right? I don't wear makeup. I ain't trying to do all hair all dialed up, slicked, and doing all that. And so if you're not putting that time and energy into that,
Mhm.
you're not going to attract those things, right? Or
Right.
those caliber of people. So all of this is a factor into why Gen X and boomers are not getting the dates and the relationships that they want, because they stop putting in the work on themselves. And life is getting, and they want to they hit the easy button, but the button ain't easy. The button ain't easy. That online button ain't easy.
I like that. I like that.
You're right.
Hitting the easy button, but the button ain't easy.
You're
you know
right.
and so then they wonder why they go through, and they spend a lot of time getting to know these jokers. I call them jokers. They get to spend a lot of time getting to know these jokers. And after the date 1 or date 2, either she stopped calling and texting or he stopped calling or texting. And then, here's my new batch, run them through, right? And you go through, and there's never a winner. There's never a jackpot. There's a lot of those $5 ticket winners, but no jackpots.